The Joe Greene Great Performance Award for the Steelers' top rookie of 2016. Typically, this is not really a highly debatable award. We pretty much know who's going to win going in. This year was totally different. This rookie class was as solid as it's been in probably 10, 20 years. Come down to, of course, Javon Hargrave, Sean Davis, and Artie Burns. If you look at one stat of what put Sean Davis over the top, and at least in my opinion, was he was moved into the starting role at safety week 6. Since then, 374 consecutive snaps, every single snap, including 56 more on special teams, and probably the most important one was 6-0 for the Steelers. So for that, the Joe Greene Great Performance Award winner, Rookie of the Year, Sean Davis.
Appreciate it.
Sean, if you'd like to say a few words.
Yeah. First, I'd like to thank everyone. This is big. Being the award's named after Joe Greene, and he's a legendary Steeler and a legendary NFL player. And this is big. This is very humbling. I'd like to thank Coach Tomlin, the Rooney family, Kevin for giving me the opportunity. For drafting me, putting me out there on the field. I'd like to thank, my veteran players who helped me, Coach Lake, who's always in my ear, always in my head, wanting me to get better. I also like to thank, his name before my fellow rookies, man. This is a great class, and like he said, any of us could have been up here, and for me to be up here, that's a humbling, and it's awesome. But it's just the beginning. Just want to appreciate everyone, and thank you.
All right, questions for Sean?
Sean, obviously wasn't the start to the season that you wanted. I mean, what has changed in this last 2 months that has sort of turned things around?
Like you said, it wasn't the start that I had envisioned, but I worked, and I worked through adversity, I worked through problems, and I never give up, and I know what I'm capable of, and I'm just blessed to be out there to showcase my skill set and show put my hard work out, on the field. And, I just look at things, always, I'm an optimistic guy. I never worry, never freak out. And, that's how things work out.
To what degree was the turning point when they kind of stopped asking you to play free safety and nickel once and just said, play one position and do that one right?
I think after week 3, after the Jets game, that was when I kind of got, sidelined a little bit. And, took it from there. Yeah, I think my first start back was Cleveland. But, yeah.
To what degree was that a turning point in your season? How much do you think that changed the trajectory you were going on?
It was crazy because I started out high, starting out at nickel, and getting hurt and then sideline, after about 4 weeks, just sitting for 2 or 3 weeks, and then coming back and like you said, we're 6-0 since I've been starting. So I just look at that as a positive thing, man, and I just want to continue to win and continue to get better, continue to help my team so we continue to win.
You mentioned about the trio of rookies. Any one of you could have been up here. How did you guys push each other this year?
I feel like I've been in a pretty cool situation. I've got to get to know these guys. J.A. plays D-line. I got to know them on a personal level because our rooming situations. I was Artie's roommate throughout OTAs, so I got to know him, and we would always just talk about, man, let's take over, let's make plays, let's do this, let's do everything we can to be on the field. And the same with J.A. Every time we travel hotels, we're roommates, and we all think alike. We all want to be the best at our position. We all want to dominate. And at such a not young age, but as rookies to think like that, I feel like that's special, and it makes sense that those three names were named and we're making plays because we think like champions, and we work and we just because we're rookies, we don't want to be the slack of the team, stuff like that. So I just feel like we all have a similar mindset and same goals.
They made you the starter the next week after the penalty in the Dallas game. Did that give you some confidence that the coaches are behind me and they're going to believe in you?
Yeah, you know, that Dallas game was crazy. I don't think that really was the turning point for me. I feel like, you know, when I started switching off series, I think starting Baltimore, when I was getting my chance to play in Baltimore and I was making plays, and like you said, in Dallas, it just came down to that last penalty, man. So I was battling, you know, I was starting to come back, and then I made plays. Dallas game, it was just that crazy penalty at the last second, you know. That kind of was like, okay, you know, now you know what you're doing, like, can't let that happen no more, and, you know, kind of sort of like what you said, but that's where I started after that game, so.
Sean, the other Steelers safeties to win this, Cornell, Troy Polamalu, and the pressure associated with this now?
No, I don't think it's pressure. I'm glad, you know, Coach Lake is my coach, and he's been there, done that. So hopefully, you know, it's a good thing. You know, I'm winning this award. He did it, so man, we can just keep, you know, growing together, man, and keep developing, and you know, continue to put some good stuff out there.
Is it a source
Final
of
one
pride
for Sean,
you
good.
to be on the field all those 300 and some snaps in a row?
Say it again.
Is it a source of pride for you never to come off the field to be on there for every snap?
Yeah, it's weird for me not to play every snap. You know, in college, I did it all, and I expect myself to play every snap. You know, that's just how I'm built. That's just how I think. And for me to not play every snap, that's different. That's weird. So I'm used to it, and I'm gonna continue doing it.
Sean?